Welcome back to Skyden 2.5 Shade of Dead style. I am Shade of Dead, and where am I? You might be asking. Well, I'm way up in the air here. I'm building me a new mob farm, and I'm going to tell you why. Alright, so I had some issues. I wasn't getting any spiders. I need 10 spider eyes, and I don't have them. They just weren't spawning in nearly as well as my original design, which is terrible. It's just a room where at nighttime things can spawn in. They just weren't spawning in. So, I had to come up with some sort of solution here in order to try to get spiders. If this doesn't work, then I'm going to go back to that old room, and then every night I'll go over, well, every morning I'll go over and kill spiders until I get rid of spiders, get rid of all the spiders. But I'm going to kind of show you the design. This is a very simple one. It's been around a long time. It's one of the ones I kind of prefer, honestly. And what we have here, we have well, it's not 20 by 20. It's 22 by 22 because you have to put the outside walls on. So we're going to go back down in here, and I'll kind of show you. It's just platforms here. I need to get rid of that and put a block there. We'll put the torch back down just for a second. You have to build this. I got my 4x4 hole in the middle. This makes it so everything can fall down, including spiders. Spiders will fall down here. It's a little harder to kill them here because they will try to climb back up the wall. We've even got some monsters spawned in way down there, but they will try to climb back up the wall. I'm not real sure what I need to do to stop that. I'm not even sure if it's possible to stop that, to be honest. But here we are. And we want the monsters to spawn up here on these ledges, these 4 ledges around here, and they will. It's going to be dark in here. They will spawn up in here, and they'll wander around. Now, I did one similar to this on Mindfold Paradox. You've probably seen that one, but it looks more like a plus sign up here instead of a big square. Sorry about that. I didn't want to waste all the cobble because I didn't have a whole ton of it at that time, and so I just made it a big plus sign, made it 2 squares here, and I actually didn't even put the water down, which we are going to do in this version. I am going to put the water down. So, I got my bucket, and this is how it works. Because this is exactly 8, if I put the water here, you'll see it flow down, and it stops right at the edge. So it won't flow off the end. But it will, anything that wanders in here will get pushed into the hole. So that's what we want. That's the ideal. Oh, don't follow my exit here. That's what we want. We want it to do that. We want it to push them down in. This kind of accelerates the amount of mob drops you get. I was getting quite a few on Mindfold Paradox, but this seems to make it function pretty well. Here we go. And there. Now, the last one's kind of harder simply because I've got my exit here, but it'll stop. It's going to try to flow down there. Oh, did it flow down there? Will that destroy? I guess I'll go look. Does that destroy? It does. I didn't think it would destroy my vines. Okay, well, I've got a big mess downstairs now. Alright, let's get up here and put that one there. And then I'll fill this in, and it should finish flowing over this way, I think. But before we go, couple things we need to do. We need to make this really dangerous, basically. We need to get rid of all the torches so that things will spawn. And I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of my water supply here that I brought up with me. I knew it would take me a couple trips, probably, to get this all done, so I just brought one bucket each time I came. Because this takes a lot of cobblestone. But since we have basically unlimited, ridiculous amounts of cobblestone, it's not bad. It's not as bad as you might think. Alright. That's interesting. Why is there light? Oh, I didn't close that hole. Like, why is that? Now it's really dark. Okay, so now we're going to go down. Alright, here's the tricky part. Not really, because I've got a thing of water down there that I can land in. I'll do that, and then we'll ride the water down. And, oh, it didn't even make that much of a mess. It went right into my water source. That's good. Other than my ladder's gone now. But, hopefully one will grow back. I kind of decorated it. I put some stuff around here, put some vines around it. Hopefully they'll go down. This is, alright, so I've got this weird, it's already working. Things are falling. Oh, and this is only 22 blocks. Alright, so from this spot right here up to where they fall down, it's only 22 blocks. That way things don't die immediately. But I was using the builder's wand. I had a hole in the floor still, and I filled it in, and then it made this tumor of cobblestone come down here and be a pain. But these guys should have like 1 hit point. I should be able to just kind of punch them all and kill them, pretty much. I don't know why this creeper... Oh, those are the creepers that spawned in. There's some creepers that were spawned in down here, if you remember. Ah! Stop with the burning. There we go. But now we can... There's a spider already. I gotta get him. Oh! He got angry. Let's get all the stuff before another one explodes. Wow. Okay. Well, this has suddenly gotten out of control. But I did get another spider eye. So yay me. That's the whole point of all of this, honestly. Is to get another spider eye. The creeper was nice enough to murder that spider for me. Just to make it easier. And... here we go. Alright, so I'm going to make me another... let's make a couple more swords. Let's see how long it takes me to shatter a couple swords. Or at least one. Will you get back in there? And it crashed again. And then I did something really dumb. I was trying to get everything up and going. And I hit the preview button for the recording. Just to make sure everything was working. And I forgot to actually hit start recording. So I lost some of it. So, I got really mad about that, and so this is why there wasn't a video yesterday. I got really mad about it, and so I really went to work on trying to fix the problem with my computer. I mean, I did all sorts of things. I checked my RAM, changed my RAM, I did all sorts of stuff. I even went so far as to, like, disassemble part of my computer, make sure it's all completely clean, and it was pretty clean already, and put heatsink paste on the CPU. That, you know, clean it all off and put new heatsink paste on there, reattach the heatsink and everything. Which in my case, actually, you've got to have at least 3 arms to put the heatsink back on. Anyway, I have an AMD FX 9590, which is kind of their most powerful AMD card, and I'll be or CPU. And I'll be honest with you, I kind of wish I hadn't got that one. I kind of wish I'd gotten the one just below that, the 85 something or 87. I don't know, whatever it is, because that one, the one I have, is just basically a souped up version. A factory overclocked. It's the same exact chip. It's just that they've made it immediately overclocked. Like when it comes from the manufacturer. When I installed it, it's already overclocked. It puts out a tremendous amount of heat and all this stuff, and that, I think, was the problem. The heat has dropped a little bit. It seems to be better now. Fingers crossed. We'll see if that fixed it. Maybe it wasn't Windows 10. Maybe it was Windows 10 because maybe Windows 10 made my CPU get way too hot. I don't know. I did all sorts of things. But let me see if I can remember exactly what I did do off camera. I got the Melon's Quest. It says potion. What that means is I got to make an invisibility potion. Now, I don't know if it's invisibility 1, invisibility 2, invisibility splash 1, splash 2. I don't even know. But that's what melons is. I can get watermelons. Watermelons are great. You can get gold for them. But I did finish the Rite of Fire. I don't remember what all I did. I finished the Rite of Fire, and we got a watering can. Let me go down here. I'm like paranoid now. I'm monitoring my CPU temps and my everything. I'm even monitoring my hard drive temperatures, which are never high. It like never gets high. It's basically room temperature almost all the time. Yeah. So this guy now, he is now selling me gold. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but he sells gold now, gold nuggets for all sorts of things. Carrots now will get me gold. Wheat will get me gold. Apples will get me gold. Melons will get me gold. And these two probably are the best ones. This one's not bad. This one's kind of crappy. Sugarcane does not produce as much as like carrots and watermelons do, but whatever. But you know, I can trade just about anything. I have so much gunpowder now. It's a little ridiculous. Pumpkins, I can do that. Like cooked steak and cooked chicken, like that seems like a bad choice for me to do. I don't know why it's an egg for a charcoal. I suppose I could make an egg farm, trade all my eggs into charcoal, and then trade all my charcoal into gold. I suppose that's what I could do. It would just be really annoying because it only does one egg for one charcoal, so I'd have to sit here and I'd have to click every single time. You know, if I have, 128 eggs, I'd have to click this 128 times. I can't shift click. That doesn't work. I don't know. I'm just going nuts here. But 30 cactuses? That's a lot. That's a lot of cactuses. But I mean, all this stuff could be, some of this stuff like can just be incidental stuff. Oh, I've got a bunch of poppies, or I got a bunch of dandelions. I got a bunch of apples. I'm not getting that many apples anymore, but whatever. And they gave me a Silk Touch enchantment book. When I turn in the enchanting one, it gives me you get a book that's called your certificate that allows you, or certification that allows me to use the enchantment table and the anvil. And the other thing that they gave me was a book of Silk Touch 1. The reason why that's important, and I put it on this iron pickaxe that I made. I figured that's the strongest thing I can make it out of at the moment, I think. I maybe could have got some rubies and stuff, but I don't think I can make ruby pickaxes. Which is weird, because I think originally, last time I played, you could make ruby stuff? I don't know. But you get I made an iron pickaxe, I put Silk Touch on it. It does work for getting mycelium, and I just went down here and got me some mycelium. And I needed like 16 or something to turn in that Rite of Fire. And he gave me, which I don't have on me, a flint and steel. The key to the door that they closed a long time ago. And if I dig down here, you would see, well, I guess I can just do it. Just use this. Pickaxe with Silk Touch, just dig that, and it gives me the mycelium. And I just kind of, there's 2 blocks of dirt here, so I just started building a little platform underneath of cobblestone and harvesting the mycelium around that is what I did. So, thanks, Mushroom. Put that back. and then I got it, and I went and turned that in, and that's kind of how you do it. And then I have so many monsters falling down out of this thing that they just sort of, they do that whole "there's too many of us," and they start shoving each other out through the wall and then sucking them back in like they're attached to bungee cords and bouncing around like crazy people. But yeah, okay. And I guess I hate it that this is what it turned into. But I mean, I literally took all day yesterday to do all the stuff I did to my computer, trying to figure out what in the world was going on with it. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I have fixed it. The thing, so I can go to the Nether if I want. I have not gone to the Nether. I haven't even opened the portal. I connected the bridge. I forgot to put lights on this and got attacked, but I just went to bed, and then they all burned up, and I came down here and put lights down. But here's the island. We got another portal. I don't know what this is. Obsidian pillar. That's from Thaumcraft. There we go. We got some jack-o'-lanterns. I suppose if you didn't want to make your jack-o'-lanterns, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them that you could take. I would strongly suggest replacing them with torches, because otherwise monsters will spawn on all this nether brick. What is that? What is that? Why is that one different? Okay, we're making a hole, ladies and gentlemen. Hello? Hello? What is this? I got a piece of this stuff. I'm going to take this one too. I'm allowed to take stuff off this island. What? Is there more stuff like this in the world that I just don't know about? Is that what's up here? Should I be staring at the ground a little bit more and trying to find these Amibus microblocks? Is there some of that around here somewhere? There's some endstone here. I should probably consider mining some of this, actually, now that I think about it. I don't remember if I'm supposed to mine this place or not, but I probably will. But I've got me 2 Nitor. That's pretty good stuff. I like Nitor. Nitor's good stuff. It makes those pretty lights. Makes these pretty floaty lights. I kind of wish it was easier to make. I mean, so I can't. I don't know. I'm just gonna be doing this for a while. I can guarantee you I'm gonna do this for a while and just stare at the Wayla and fall off the edge probably. Is there anything in the middle here? No. Okay. But you can see there's an end portal. It has absolutely zero things. I really think I'm gonna take some of this endstone. I really don't care what the rule says. I'm probably not supposed to. I'm probably breaking a rule here, but I'm going to get like 6. I'm going to get 8 of these. 6, 7, 8. 8. There. I've taken 8 of them. Sue me. I didn't break the thing. I took that Nitor. I don't know if I was supposed to. I suppose I should go look. There's the book. But hey, I don't know. Maybe I should be staring downwards at all times and checking for those blocks like that. Maybe there is hidden stuff hidden underneath, and I just don't know it. Oh, this is all grass. Alright. I don't know. I'll have to go check all the islands. I can't take anything out. Well, there's not that many islands to check. There's like this one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that's it. There's just the 4 or 5, well, 5, because there was one here that had the little monster box on it. Look at all my pumpkins now. Okay, so yeah, guys, pumpkins do not like cobblestone, so don't plant them on cobblestone because they don't like it. I'll probably put like a cobblestone row down here, and then I'll put another row of dirt, or 3 rows of dirt, and then maybe some more cobblestone or something, and I'll put my watermelons in here. That's the plan. But that noisy thing. But yeah, see this thing, I'm gonna let it grow. It's already halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer, and I just don't want it to. I don't want to waste what time I've already wasted waiting on that thing when I should have used half a brain and got that. I don't know. I guess let's go look at the book. Let's go see if it tells me I have to put this stuff back. But I don't know if I'm going to put that Nitor back. It's either this one or this one. I don't know which. It's one of these two that tells me the rules. Guidelines. Okay. Okay. Okay, I looked through it. It says specifically about the Skyden, there are some precious blocks used to create this thing, so don't take anything from the Skyden. It's not your house. You know, that's not your property. They own that place. I own everything as far as the eye can see else, but that one's theirs. They can have that one. That's the, I don't know, the city state. I am the rest of the world, evidently. Me and my giant tower with a tumor on the side of it of monsters. But it doesn't really say I can't take that. I mean, it makes it less pretty. But man, I need endstone, man. Dude, I need endstone. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I think that's about it. I really do. So sorry about that. A little bit of an update. Okay, and I don't know if you guys care about this, but I'm going to let you know, and I hope you take a look at it, and I hope if it interests you at all. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. There's a game coming out that is called Particle Fleet Emergence. It has not released yet. It is on Steam in the Greenlight section. If you go to Greenlight and you search for Particle Fleet Emergence, you can find it and you can click on it. Maybe some of you guys actually watched that Creeper World 3 video where I don't think I did a very good job of showing it off. I can't explain to you how addictive it is. When you're playing it and there's just this fluid and you're trying to hold it back and you can see back behind your the front lines there that it's building and building and getting bigger and bigger and pushing harder and harder towards you, and that you have to do something to stop that. You have to get past it. You have to destroy this thing. It's like if the oceans rose up to fight us and we somehow had these dehydration guns and we were fighting back against the ocean, but it just keeps coming towards us, keeps coming and coming and coming. How do we kill the ocean? You know, how do you kill the ocean? I don't know. Oil spills, I guess. But it's just, it's really good. I don't know. It draws you in. You start playing, and it's this victory by little bit by little bit, and then eventually you get really good at Creeper World 3, and then you're like, you know, whatever. Here comes an attack squad. I'm going to land it right in the middle of all this creeper, this ooze. And I'm gonna fight it off, and yeah, this is my place now. It's really crazy. There's levels that people have made, and I mean, there's like thousands of levels people have coded. It's got its own basic like coding language in it, and you can use that to basically mod it, make things do whatever you want. People have come up with maps that let you play as the goo, and the humans are there. They've got all their guns and mortars and planes and all this stuff, and you're the goo, and you have to start off and like take over the whole map. Those are kind of fun. I don't know. It's just one of those games, at least to me, is like Civilization, wherein, and I'm getting way off my point, but it's like Civilization, where if you've ever played a Civilization game, you have probably, if you liked it at all, if you got past the first couple of hours without going, oh my god, this is not for me, you probably fell into that pattern of, oh, just one more turn, one more turn. Oh, well, let's wait till that gets researched. I want to build this so I can start that, and then I'll quit. And pretty soon, it's one of those games. Creeper World's the same way. Civilization's the same way. For me, anyway, that I look up and I go, okay, well, I've got an hour and a half here before I have to go to bed. No problem. And then 15 minutes go by, and I look up, and it's an hour and a half before I have to get up in the morning to go to work. That's what it is. That's Creeper World. That's Civilization. So that being said, I hope you guys check it out. Creeper World 3 is on Steam. 1 and 2 are going to be coming to Steam as well later on, after this fourth game comes out. And the fourth game is called Particle Fleet Emergence. It's different than that one. And hopefully today, Friday, I will be able to get... I'm supposed to get like a pre-release kind of beta copy. When I get that, I am going to play it. I'm going to record it. I'm going to show it to you guys. We're going to talk about it. And soon, I want to have I'm going to have their creator, the one man, basically, that runs the Knucklecracker game world, whatever, game company, independent game company, Virgil. Virgil W is what he goes by. Knucklecracker has a channel on YouTube. You can just kind of go look at it if you want. You may not get it, but if you've ever liked an RTS, if you're like me and like, I don't know what the deal is, fluid dynamics, just get me. If you put fluid dynamics in your game, I want to play it. Like every game that's had fluid dynamics, I've just been like, oh, I'm gonna play the living daylights out of this. Like, where's my water? Where's my parry? Like all those where's my water games on phones and tablets and stuff. I have played and paid for all the levels on all of those because I don't know why the water just makes me go wow. Like I just get really sucked in. Anyway, not everybody is as weird as I am, but hopefully I'll get that today. If it's not today that game, that the pre-release is sent out, it will be Monday. Supposedly, I kind of talked to him yesterday, Thursday, and that's what he told me. And I want to get this interview together, so I'm kind of getting the questions together. I'm going to give him the basic outline of what we're going to talk about. I don't want them coming in, umming and awing and not knowing what's going on. And that's just common courtesy anyway. That's kind of how they do this stuff. Anyway, so I'm going to do that. We may have an interview with Virgil on the channel shortly after that. And guys, thanks for watching. I apologize. My computer just driving me nuts. I did probably 30 different things to it. I don't know what was the thing that fixed it. Couldn't tell you, but it seems to be working now. I don't know. So, yeah. But I will tell you, if you're going to build a machine and you're on more of a budget and you want to build a high-end machine, AMD is perfectly fine. That's what I use. I use AMD. I got an AMD video card. I got an AMD processor. Use those, in my opinion, unless you just have the spare money to blow on Intel products, because some of those chips that Intel sells, the high end, like the top of the line high end ones, are like $2,000, $2,500 just for the chip. That doesn't count the motherboard that's probably special that you have to have for that card. I mean, like I had to have a special motherboard for my CPU. I don't know how many people actually use this CPU. But I will tell you that if you are going to go AMD, don't get the 9590. Get the, is it 8560? It's something like that. Get the one directly below it. They're the same chip. The only difference is the 9590 comes stock overclocked, whereas the 8560, I still don't remember. It's like 8560 or something like that. If that one is the same chip, it's just not overclocked. So you can overclock it to your choices. The one I have, I mean, this one, it sucks power a lot. It's a 220 watt CPU, and if you know anything about that, that's like what? That's a lot. I mean, idling, it runs at 40 degrees Celsius. When I'm really hitting it hard, I'm recording like a graphic intensive game, like a big game, and I'm recording that plus playing the game. I mean, we can hit 80 degrees Celsius, 180, 190 degrees on this thing. You got to have a pretty good thing going. I've seen it spike and hit that every once in a while on some games, like Warhammer Total War. I considered doing some recording of that, and I did like a test recording of it, and it was just getting a little hot. But like I said, I did so many things to this thing, driver updates and I don't know what all I did to it, but it seems to be working again. And I apologize for not having a video yesterday, but I just got so frustrated with it crashing over and over and over again that I just had to. I had to just be like, okay, I'm gonna try to fix this seriously, and went all out, and it seems to be fine now. The woes of being a PC gamer. If it was the heatsink and the paste, that's the difference between. See, people are like, oh, you shouldn't be a PC gamer because it costs so much money, and you're always fixing things. But the difference between what I went through, which took me 2 hours. I had all the stuff. I had the heatsink paste, and I had everything I needed. I have the canned air. Everything I needed, I had already, and none of it's that expensive. Heatsink paste isn't that expensive, but going through all this, and then going to looking at like the Xbox and that infamous red ring of death. That's why it red ringed. It overheated because they put like the world's worst heatsink connection things on those chips. If you've never taken apart your Xbox 360 to fix it, it's ridiculous. I personally fixed one with a penny and some heatsink paste because it was overheating. Because the heatsink thing that they put on there, I don't know it was like a sponge. Like a sponge was sticky on both sides, and so it stuck against the chip, and then it stuck against like part of the frame of the box of the Xbox. And that was supposed to keep it cool. Like, I don't even know how that thing transfers heat. I don't even understand. And so I actually took a penny. I put a penny on there with heatsink paste on one side, heatsink paste on the other. And that worked. I sandwiched it in there, and it fixed my red ring of death. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys all later. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. All of you have been here. If you're new, hey, welcome. Welcome to my channel. I'm Shade of Dead. You can call me Shade. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye.